Alright everybody, Silver Boss back here, and I know it's been a while since I posted a video, but I had a lot to come up with. I had a lot of stuff going on, so we're going to just get right into this. I finally got my workstation here set up. I've got new software on my laptop for streaming and video editing, so we'll be doing all of that. I had tried recording this before, so this is the second time. I have a new wireless mic, and I did not like how the audio turned out. So we're going to do this again. I've got a brand new ring light, so everything is nice and bright and lit up over here. I have my decorations in the back. That's my hypnotic sign. For those of you who know that I have a master certification in hypnosis. One thing that I've been working on that everybody's wanted to be seeing, and I'm sure, you're probably ready for it now, is our zombie. The zombie here has been a work in progress for quite some time, so I'm going to show you how that works. We turn the skull on, flip the switch, and there we go. It moves, it makes noise, it lights up. This is a prop I built for $40, and it is sound activated for the skull, as you have got to see me do before. You got to see how I did that. The motor in this thing has been an issue. This prop is top heavy, so the weight of everything above the waist pulled the top off the motor or shut her off. I know the audio, you're not picking up the audio from this all that well. That's because it's a distance away. It's got more, it's louder than what you're seeing on the video. So that one's finally done. The skull up there is a little loose. I'm going to tighten that down. Just a little bit of quick spray foam, and that'll take care of that. The other zombie prop, we will be making a video of that soon, so you can see the steps on what I do to put the lights and the speaker and the audio equipment into the skull. I'm also going to be adding a hat to cover up where we cut the skull, because on the other zombie we have to remove a large chunk of the cranium to get into it to do everything, and then we'll be gluing that section back down. But to hide the fact that we've cut it open, I've got a cowboy hat we're going to put on there, and that'll take care of that. Now, also with the other one, we're not going to run into the same problems we did here. This one is top heavy, like I said, so the weight is just too much for the motor. It broke the top off the motor. My solution for that right now is I put a clamp on it, and the clamp holds the motor together so everything is working. So to me, that's still a win. That cost me $40 to make. If you go and buy something similar to that at the store, you're going to spend at least $150, if not more. So again, this is one of the reasons why I say, hey, build your own stuff. Make stuff. It's cheap, it's kind of fun, and the end result is pretty cool. I've got a lot of business stuff going on. I'm going to get into that in a moment. But let's talk props, because I got some new stuff for props. As you know, I'm all about recycle, reuse, things that's laying around, torn up. If you have children, then you should pay attention, because this is something that's going to apply to you. One of my newest prop ideas that I'm going to be building, and I'm going to show you here on my channel. So like and subscribe, follow along so that you get those new videos. Hit the notification button, because we got some cool stuff coming. I'm going to have a little baby rocker crib, and And this is all reused materials except for this. And what's going to happen is it's going to be motion activated. When somebody walks around in front of it, it's going to turn on this little baby, which is going to have a green light. So the head's going to light up like that. I'm going to make an eye. I think I'm going to put one eye in and leave one eye out. I might do some blood effects or something on here. I'm not going to just leave it white like it is. And then, in addition to this, you're going to hear hopefully the camera's picking that up. Hopefully the camera's going to pick that up, because this is going to be wicked. Okay, it's going to be laying in a crib. When you activate it by walking by, these are going to have little baby hands, and it's going to be attached to a blanket, and it's going to pull the blanket down and show you the skull. Well, not the skull, but the little baby's head, and it'll be laughing and talking, saying peekaboo. So that's going to be pretty cool. Now I'm going to be taking the bottom off of this. I'm going to relocate the speaker that's in the back of this to somewhere else, maybe in the baby's head. So if you lean down, you'll hear it coming from the head. All the switches and wires and everything will be connected to a motion activator, which if you followed me on TikTok, you've seen that my motion activators are made from motion activated battery operated lights that you can buy cheap. I mean, no point in spending a ton of money on these high-end motion activating systems when you already have stuff that they sell really cheap that can do the exact same thing. So if you follow me on TikTok, then you know how I do that. And if you don't know how I do that, like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, because I'm going to be showing you personally during a new video on what I do to make that happen. And it saves so much money. So I've got an old wooden magazine rack that somebody threw out, and it's in really good shape. So I'm going to have to distress it and everything. I'm going to take the racks out of the inside. I'm going to attach some rocker legs to the bottom of it, and that's where our baby doll is going to be. So that was going to look cool. In addition, I have a end table that somebody's thrown away that I salvaged. It's a wooden table. It's in really great condition, but I'm going to use it to do my Pepper's Ghost. If you're not familiar with a Pepper's Ghost, it is a hologram illusion where you're using plexiglass to reflect an image of something else to make it look like it's floating in midair. You can go on to any other YouTube channel looking up Pepper's Ghost, and it's going to come back with so many different options and ideas, because there's a lot of cool stuff out there that people are doing. If you've ever been to Disney, their Haunted Mansion, that entire thing is Pepper's Ghost illusion. And there's a lot more you can do with Pepper's Ghost. There's some pretty cool stuff out there. I can't think of the YouTuber right now, but there's a lady out there. I'm sorry if you're watching this, I can't think of your name. But she makes some really cool book nooks. And one of the ones she did a Pepper's Ghost illusion in is a infinity library. And that thing was cool. So I really like that. I'm probably going to make one myself. Just because I like to build stuff. And I think it was really, really cool. But other things we got going on, we're going to do videos to show you how to turn a milk jug into a skull. No, this is not a milk jug. This is a 1-to-1 replica of a human skull. You can buy these on Amazon for $30. But you're going to need one of these if you're going to take milk jugs and turn them into skulls. That's done with a heat gun. And we're going to do that here. And I'll show you some other things that I do once I've made those. Some other news. As you may all well know, if you're watching this now, there was a bad hurricane hit North Carolina, Tennessee, and them. and they're having some troubles. So just want to say that I hope everybody there is doing okay and that there's no more loss of life. In addition to that, you may know that there's a new hurricane that is hitting Florida as we speak. And maybe by the time you see this video, it's already hit. But I got a brother and a sister-in-law who live down there in Cape Coral. So if they're seeing this, I hope you guys make it through that all right. So hopefully y'all are staying safe, and I'm wishing you guys the best of luck for as little property damage as possible. I know it's a pretty bad hurricane, but just shout out to my family there. If you're all right, I'm glad to hear it, and I hope you guys do okay. In addition to that, let's move on. I just want to get that out the way. You're all my, they're in my thoughts, so I want to say that. But back to the Pepperidge Ghost. Sorry about that. When I do my Pepperidge Ghost, I'm going to take that end table. It's got a magazine section that is covered with another top piece. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. But so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a hole in the top of the table. I've got a 10-inch LCD picture frame. And I picked this up at a local Goodwill for $5, I think. No, $10. Paid $10 for it. But it's got a big old screen on it. And what we're going to do is I'm going to load a video card with a bunch of cool ghostly images, floating skulls, things like that. And I'm going to do a slideshow from this. And what that's going to do is it's going to change the image in my Pepperidge Ghost. So it'll periodically turn into something else, which will be pretty cool. And I'm going to do a video on that and show you the complete build